Alright guys, welcome to Happy Place Aquatics. You know, this hobby has its ups, this hobby has its downs. And right now, excuse my French, I've had none but downs. I'm not even gonna swear. Today has been one of the most aggravating days of my life. I don't know why. It ain't got anything to do with fish keeping, just people in general are just being rude today. Down in the fish room, I'm doing tank maintenance, and I find a dead fish in my recently rescued convict cichlid tank. It was the one fish in that tank I wanted to keep. Then I go over to my my African tank. I've been having issues with this tank. As you can see, my stock is very, 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 very low in this tank. I don't understand it. I don't know why. These guys have all been together since they were little. I'm just aggravated. So, look in there. See one of my favorite fish. And another one of my favorite fish. And there's the natural acara that I wanted to keep that was in with the convicts. So who else wants to die? I mean, I'm so beside myself right now that I can't function straight about it. I can function straight, it's just a thought of mine that's upsetting me. You know, everybody's always talking about how everything's all clear and transparent in their hobby and they do it this way and they do it that way. Guys, I can't be any more clear than this. I don't have a clue what the hell is going on in this tank. The water test's fine. I do water changes on it weekly. I do 50% water changes on it. I clean the sponge filter, then I'll clean, a couple weeks later, I'll clean the canister filter. This tank just will not sustain life for some reason, and it's pissing me right the hell off. This used to be like a gorgeous tank full of embonas, and now it's just full of death and despair. I don't like it. I really don't. You know, I want to move fish into this tank, but I'm afraid to. I'd like to move some of the bigger ones from here in there. Or I'd like to move those guys in there. I'm afraid to, because these guys are doing fine in these two tanks. If I put them in here, they're all probably going to fucking die. Excuse my French. I'm aggravated. Did a huge water change on this tank. Cleaned all the decor up because it all looked like shit. Straightened it all up. Did a big water change on her tank. Big water change on this tank. Tore this tank down a couple days ago, moved it over. Cut some wood to put it on top of the stand because I don't like the way these wrought iron stands sag in the middle. Sorry guys, this is going to be probably one of my worst videos, but I am just aggravated. It's not like, you know, fish are free. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. None of those fish were free. I paid for every one of these fish. And I didn't, it's not like I paid a lot of money for them, but some of them I did. Especially that OB and Bona. So, clear and transparent. If your fish keep dying, you can't figure out what's wrong with it, I guess you just let them all die and then scrap the tank down, clean it all out, and start over. So, end of rant. Have a good evening. It's your hobby. Do it your way, and hopefully your fish don't die like mine are.